The man not only peeks at the female emperor's bath and change, he also reads pornographic magazines every night to learn. He even tricked female disciples to wear black silk, causing them to neglect their cultivation and indulged in their own beauty, because he has the legendary 穿心化身 body. As long as he has skin-to-skin contact with the opposite sex, he can greatly improve his cultivation and enhance his strength. It turned out that the man had traveled through 3 days ago, but accidentally fell into the Yuming sect. He was arranged to be a security guard at the door. So Zhang Lang decided to survive first. But at this moment, Zhang Lang suddenly went crazy to the female emperor of the sect. The god-level check-in system also awakened at this time. Zhang Lang's first task is to arrive at the empress's bedroom at midnight to sign in. If he doesn't sign in according to the system task, he will explode and die. Seeing the task assigned by the system, Zhang Lang wanted to die. What's the hurry? It's a joke to ask me to sign in at the empress's room. I'm afraid I'll be chopped into 8 pieces before I enter. I would have been chopped into 8 pieces. In the middle of the night, Zhang Lang changed into his equipment and came to the empress's room. Instead of committing suicide, he might as well take a gamble. But Zhang Lang, who waited at the door for a long time, he couldn't wait for the system's reward. Damn, do I have to enter the empress's boudoir? At this time, the empress was at a critical moment of cultivation, which scared Zhang Lang into a cold sweat. If he is discovered, it would be hard to even be buried. In order to complete the task, he was still on the verge of death and took risks. As Zhang Lang stepped into the empress's boudoir, a beam of golden light shot straight into the sky. Such a vision also caught the attention of the Yumna sect. The empress was also disturbed by the vision. Zhang Lang's Chungshin Huashin body also awakened. But before Zhang Lang could react, the empress couldn't wait to lift her long legs and gave him a freebie. Zhang Lang, who has been single for 20 years, has never seen this. The next second, a power from his bloodline burst out in his body, blocking the attack and also touching the empress's thigh. Seeing that other disciples had arrived outside the door, Zhang Lang ran away after touching. He turned into a golden light and left the scene, leaving the empress alone trembling in the palace. On the other side, Zhang Lang ran all the way. No matter where Zhang Lang fled, all the disciples in the sect were searching for him. But at this moment, Zhang Lang accidentally fell into a mud bath. In this situation, how could Zhang Lang hold back? The terrifying energy brought by the Spring Heart's deity was like a bomb in Zhang Lang's body. At this time, Xiao Qiuqiu also discovered Zhang Lang. Seeing the lecher touching the sect master's thigh, Xiao Qiuqiu swung his hammer towards Zhang Lang. At this time, the 3 people from the Zhuangjian sect outside stood in his way. And without hesitation, they launched an attack. Seeing the 3 flying swords coming, Zhang Lang was also mercilessly. He released the energy he had accumulated for a long time. In a blink of an eye, 2.5 hours later, Zhang Lang was captured by Xiao Qiuqiu. But Zhang Lang, the sly fox, said, he was just a small security guard. How could he have the strength to break into the empress's room? But in the next second, Zhao Tiju pointed out that Zhang Lang was pretending. I have someone guarding. It was you who beat them up like this. The 3 men, in order to protect their last dignity, repeatedly denied Xiao Tuchui's claims. How could we lose to a gatekeeper? We were injured by the chief guard of your Yunu sect. That's right. It must be you who injured them and then blamed me. Seeing this situation, the empress was also at a loss for a moment. Then Master Fu used his true key to detect Zhang Lang, but found that Zhang Lang had no spiritual energy at all. Shui Tai was also instantly furious. You're pretending again. I'll beat you until you show your true colors today. Just as Zhang energy was about to burst out, the Empress got up to stop Xiao Chui. At this time, in Zhang sea of consciousness, the system issued 2 new check-in tasks. But the third task puzzled Zhang Lang. What does the specified item refer to? The next second, the system took out a black silk. Oh my god, it's this one. At this time, the Empress was worried. Now the Yunnu sect is showing off its power. Other Wuzong have long been eyeing it. But Zhang Lang fell from the sky on the day of the blockade. Although he has no cultivation base, but he can explode such terrifying power. On the other hand, Zhang Lang was enjoying the props in the security room. The next second, Xiao Tiachuai broke through the window. You pervert. I caught you. What kind of treasure is in your hand? As Xiao Tiachui pressed him, Zhang Lang saw the magnificent scene in front of him. He could only slowly say, "This is a bandage." Fortunately, Xiao Tiju took the prop and started to study it, and then took the black silk away. Boy, you've made me look bad in front of the sect leader. Anyway, you are already a dead man. Zhang Lang, who was put into a sack, was shocked. Damn, this crazy woman won't really want to kill me, will she? The next second, the system suddenly reminded him, congratulations on completing the second check-in task and the transparent skill. For 3 minutes. What's going on? I can still complete the check-in even if I'm kidnapped. It turned out that Xiao Tiju accidentally brought Zhang Lang to the check-in location. Zhang Lang was also coerced by Xiao Tiuchui, dug a hole to bury himself. At this moment, Zhang Lang kept reminding you that something was behind you. The next second, 2 powerful attacks fell, followed by 3 sharp swords flying out. Hiding behind and shooting arrows in the dark. Get out of here! But the next second, venom began to spread from the wound. At this time, the alien high priest also walked out of the dark. Get out! Zhang Lang, go back and tell the sect leader. I'll hold them off. Then he swung a hammer and knocked an alien minion flying. Seeing his subordinate being knocked away, he was instantly furious. The next second, the power of the staff gathered. A terrifying energy came towards the hammer. Just as the hammer was desperate, a golden light shattered the attack in front of him. It was Zhang Lang who activated the Chengxin Huashen body to block the attack. Damn, you dare to show off. Kill him for me. Zhang Lang's bravery also made Xiao Tusheng excited. Is this love? The high priest had already gathered his power, ready to destroy Zhang Lang in one fell swoop. But with this powerful blow, Zhang Lang also felt speechless. Is this the strongest ultimate move? It feels not as powerful as my brother's. But in the next second, Zhang Lang was blown back. What a powerful move! I'm not his match. It's better to run away. The 2 fled all the way to a cave. Is that black cloth still there? Hearing that, immediately took out black silk from his crotch. Do you want to use it to bandage you? Put it on. Zhao Tiju was also dubious. Is it really useful? And Zhang Lang, as a gentleman, also said seriously, you are doing it for the fate of the human race. Put it on quickly. At this time, Xiao Tu slowly put on the stockings. A sense of inexplicable shame arose. With such a tight fit, this thing is so amazing. With the completion of the task, the system also awarded the reward for the third task. He wanted to thank Zhao Tuechua his help. But what he saw made Zhang Lang almost explode on the spot. The spring heart turned into a body and was instantly full. It's so hot, my body's about to explode. This also made Xiao Tushua feel relieved. It turns out that he is a gentleman. It seems that he was wronged before. The cockroach that just ran out met the group just now. Brothers, we meet again. I have a big gift for you. The terrifying power made the high priest feel threatened. With such terrifying power, I'd better leave first. The next second, Zhang Lang suddenly flew out. With a kick, he cured the priest's spinal disease that had plagued him for years. Then a series of massage techniques were used, which made the high priest praise repeatedly. Then the two tied up the priest and questioned him. It was because the priest's eyes accidentally looked in the wrong place. The next second, Zhao Tuchui's fist fell. Where are you looking? How could the dignified priest bear such humiliation? The next second, he blew himself up. Back in the security room, Piang Wang called out the system, asking how strong he would be after charging. Currently, in the cultivation world, the capacity of Chengxin Huashen is 1,300, with a unit strength of 6 in the Great Sect. After completing the task, you can also get points. Points can be exchanged for any item. Currently, only books in classical Chinese can be exchanged. Zhang Lang was speechless. There is no book that can make me stronger. But in the next second, Zhang Lang had a bold idea. So he took the treasure and started charging the Chengxin Huashen body. Several assassins had already infiltrated the palace. And Zhang Lang, who witnessed everything, was assigned the 4th check-in task by the system, asking the host to have skin-to-skin contact with the Empress. Damn it. System, you might as well just give me a knife. At this time, several assassins came to the Empress Palace smoothly, and as the sect's chief guard, Xiao Tuchue, was admiring his own silk at this time. But Zhang Lang took the lead to knock down the guard. As a security guard, I came to report first. Then he accidentally fell and touched the Empress. This can be considered as the skin-to-skin contact. But Zhang Wang squatted at the door and listened for a long time. There was no movement. Could the thieves have got there first? The security captain of Yum sect is here, so don't be presumptuous. But the scene in front of him made Zhang Lang excited. The expression of the Empress is easily misunderstood. In the next second, several poisonous arrows shot rapidly. Through the poison arrows in front of him, Zhang Lang immediately identified the assailant as an alien. Little brat of the alien race. Don't blame me for being ruthless. But at this moment, the Empress behind him slowly opened her eyes. Seeing that the person in front of him was more handsome than the author, she instantly hugged him tightly, asking for learning materials, murmuring various lewd words. At this moment, the people of the other race rushed into the boudoir with swords. Zhang Lang helplessly picked up the Empress to evade the attack. We're about to get down to business. You guys are causing trouble at this time. On the other hand, the deputy sect leader also learned about the sect leader's jade seal. Seeing that the female disciples of the sect were dying, but this time there is a purple-robed priest. The priest in purple robe is equivalent to the cultivation of the 9th heaven. I don't know how the Empress is doing. The Empress was still talking nonsense to Zhang Lang. The next second, a terrifying attack sent them flying. The purple-robed priest also began to wonder, how could there be a man in the Young sect? The person in front of her, making Zhang Lang also observe with interest. He waved his finger randomly, opened the system interface, selecting magic tools. But in the eyes of outsiders, it was just random pointing. The next second, a transparent scroll appeared out of thin air. In an instant, the scroll wrapped around the Empress. Zhang Lang wanted to hide the Empress here. But the rogue system is not in vain. This treasure only hides the Empress's clothes. Damn it, this system. What kind of magic weapon did you give? This is probably not something you picked up at a 2-yuan store. Before Zhang Lang could react, A powerful energy was rapidly approaching him. Zhang Lan quickly used Xunshin Huoshen Ti to block the attack. At this time, the system reminded whether to open the big gift package.